This is the weekend edition of iFIBER 1 News, where we present some of the top stories from this week and your weekend weather forecast.
And I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to just a great weekend. Temperatures will be a few degrees cooler, but still very, very nice. All the details coming up in just a few minutes.
I'm Roger Adelson. Stay tuned for more on the weekend edition of iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
One of our top stories for this week was about how a Frontier Middle School student's idea raised money for families affected by the Oso landslide. Here with the story is Jeff Chu.
Frontier Middle School cafeteria was hopping last week in Moses Lake, all for a good cause. About 100 Frontier students danced after school and raised about $950 to help families affected by the Oso mudslide disaster. The fundraising dance was 7th grader Devin Dietrich's idea.
I was watching the news and I seen all the people that lost their homes, and I thought I needed to do something about it, and I came up with a fundraiser.
Devin said when he learned about the mudslide that killed more than 30 and wiped out the small Snohomish County community, he had to help.
Frontier always helps people out, and I just thought that they needed help with donations because a lot of people lost their homes and I needed to do something.
Frontier Middle School counselor Dana Santos, who is the Associated Student Body Leadership Advisor, helped Devin organize the event. Devin publicized the fundraiser through Facebook and other social media, which Santos said the school encourages in a positive way.
Well, first, Devin, like he said, he wrote me a letter actually right after the mudslide happened. And, his letter, he just said, Ms. Santos, I saw everything that's going on in Oso, and I just feel like we should do something. And that's really kind of been it's such a big piece of leadership at our school is if a kid is, if there's something they're passionate about or they want to do, we will do all we can to try and help them, follow through with that and contribute somehow.
David Smouse, Devin's friend and classmate, said he was happy to help.
It's mainly about raising money for people that have died in the flood, in the mudslide. It made me feel really sad because people died and sacrificed their lives and they didn't even know it was going to happen.
Frontier 7th grader Sherry Gonzalez said she was glad that Devin took a stand to help the Oso families.
This fundraiser is mainly about helping out the victims for the mudslide, and especially helping out Devin because this was his idea to help out the victims, and just making sure that his activity night was the best that it could be. I think it was great that Devin stood up to Ms. Santos to make sure that the mudslide victims got help that they needed. So I think that made me feel grateful that we have kids in our school that would step up to do things like that.
Devin explained where the funds raised would go.
It will be sent to the search and rescue, the Snohomish Search and Rescue, to help people that lost their homes and to provide them shelter and food and help.
I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
Another top story this week was how H&R Block contributed to granting wishes throughout central and eastern Washington. Reporter Lexi Perry has that story.
A block party helps seriously ill children relax and enjoy time with friends, face painting, and even furry animals. Businesses in Moses Lake teamed up with H&R Block to raise money for the Wishing Star Foundation. The organization grants seriously ill children their sometimes final wishes.
I've had friends who've had children who have gone through their program, and they're all still alive after all these years, but they were so thankful for being able to grant the wish to their child because, after all the medical expenses, they couldn't afford to do anything. So it's a fabulous program for these families that are under so much stress.
Studio Overstreets hosted game stations for children to play together, win prizes, and show off their art skills. The fire department gave tours of their trucks and offered fingerprinting activity for parents to help officials locate their children if ever lost. Harris says the H&R Block is already looking forward to planning another event next spring. For iFIBER 1 News, I'm Lexi Perry.
Now we take a look at individuals with warrants for their arrest in Grant County.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at primetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
We'll be right back after this.
DQ $5 lunch. I'm really into it. One thing I can't decide. Is it chicken strips, fries, and a drink with a free sundae, or do you get a sundae with free chicken strips, fries, and a drink? Trick question. Both answers are correct.
Exactly, Sam. It's Fanonomics. Entree, fries, drink, plus a sundae. The $5 lunch, only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
Hi, I'm Chuck DeMuerler, the new manager at Furniture West. Furniture West has been a part of the Moses Lake community for over 30 years. My team and I have expanded our inventory to meet our customers' needs. We have over 100 recliners in stock. We have a fantastic sleep center with dozens of mattress choices from the best brands in the business. Come see our great kids section with some of the most fun kids furniture you will find anywhere. We are your source for power reclining furniture. Check out our new selection today at 117 West Broadway Avenue in Moses Lake.
Hi everybody, meteorologist Don Morello with you on this Friday. Hope you enjoyed your Friday. And if you didn't get out to enjoy today, you're going to have just a delightful weekend. Your forecast here on iFIBER Channel 1 News Weather is brought to you by, of course, Bud Cleary Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. So a superb spring string of days. Say that 3 times fast. That's a difficult thing to say. Superb spring string of days. It's a great looking weekend. That's all you have to really know. Temperatures are going to be about 5 to 8 degrees cooler than what we saw today, but still very, very nice. The wind's still a little breezy tomorrow as they were today, but nothing really significant coming our way until the earliest Wednesday or Thursday next week, and looks pretty likely by Friday as a Pacific front comes our way. So a string of very nice spring days, as I mentioned, and the past 24 hours this Friday afternoon. Boy, was it nice, 71 degrees. Winds, again, a little gusty at times, but boy, was it a nice spring afternoon. The morning low, a little chilly, 38 degrees, right where we should be this time of the year. In Moses Lake, 40 was the morning low with an afternoon high of 72, a few degrees shy of the record. So that's getting up there, folks. But as mentioned, a little bit of a cooling trend taking place. I want you to focus up in this area. Most systems, of course, when they're up here, miss us, and this is missing us, but the frontal boundary, it's a very cold air mass that is going to plunge into the north-central section of the country, and the back edge of that comes up to the mountains, and a little bit of that is filtering over the mountains towards us, so that's why we're looking for a little bit of a cooler pattern. But you can see this comes in, and maybe the northwestern sections of Idaho, Montana, and back into northeastern sections of our state might be on the back edge of that front. Again, north and east of that, it's very cold. But that's why we're looking for a little cooler temperatures through the weekend. But you notice nothing much coming our way from the west. There's a storm way up there in the Gulf of Alaska, and the weak system will be dropping towards us during the midweek time frame. But you can see things are pretty much blocked for quite a while to hit us. So the state forecast, you can see west of the Cascades down into the coastal plain, you see temperatures in the mid-50s in the Puget Sound area, and as we cross into the inland northwest, the mid to high 50s near 60 degrees, and let's focus in on our area, and again, a very nice day. In fact, I'm just going to let you enjoy it. Look at this. Sunshine, temperatures in the mid-60s, possibly upper 60s, and as we take a look at the 7 days, you'll see similar temperatures on Sunday. So again, just a few degrees cooler than what we saw on this Friday, and then we're back to 70 on Monday, near 70 actually, right for much of the work week. But this is the unsettled pattern coming in by mid to late week next week. Enjoy your weekend, everybody.
It's been called the most inspiring vehicle ever made, boasting a 5-star safety rating and named as a top safety pick. It's also done more to help our environment than any other car in the world. It's Toyota's Prius. Now with your choice of the regular model, the larger Prius V, or the smaller Prius C. Saving fuel, reducing harmful CO2 emissions, and offered to you with excellent savings. Toyota's Prius family. Drive one today at any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers. Toyota. Let's go places.
Doc, your 1 o'clock's here, but our network is down. What do you want me to do?
I just noticed. Call JL Computers. He's probably already on it.
Computer systems and networks are not only vital to doing business, they are often the key to efficiency and profitability. At JL Computers, we offer continuous monitoring of your system and provide immediate support when something goes wrong. Call today and talk to our certified technicians about your needs.
Welcome back. Our next story is about how a Moses Lake man found support in his community as he battled cancer. Reporter Jeff Chu has that story.
A group of Moses Lake residents has left its positive mark on the life of a mobile home park owner. The volunteer group installed a new sidewalk fronting the mobile home park on Marina Drive. The city of Moses Lake was requiring financially strapped park owner Ward Wombolt, who lives in Canada and is fighting terminal cancer, to pay for the sidewalk repair work. Wombolt last year asked the Moses Lake City Council for an extension to pay for the sidewalk replacement. That's when the group, the Committee of Safety, led by Moses Lake resident Robert Pops Carter, stepped in. Carter learned about Wombolt's plight in an iFIBER 1 news story. He explained why the group wanted to help a man they didn't even know.
I've been asked this, why him, several times, a lot. And it boils down to the fact that he's a human being in need in our community. And when we talk to people about, do you think we can do something? The almost unanimous response was, no, I don't think we can do something. I think we're going to do something.
The Grant County Committee of Safety is an organization uniting several other groups such as the Grant County Tea Party, the Oath Keepers, and Grant County Militia. The group and other volunteers, plus $2,650 in donations, helped replace the sidewalk in March with the help of Poor Boys Concrete, which donated its crew's labor. The Committee of Safety still needs donations of about $1,300 for asphalt work. Carter can be contacted at 509-750-7740.
The only thing left for the sidewalk project is the asphalt coming from the sidewalk to the 2 main driveways, and Windermere Real Estate is going to take care of that.
The sidewalk project's team leader, Andy Lorenz, said he organized the workforce for the project to replace an 8-foot wide, 200-foot long stretch of the sidewalk. He said he was touched by the outpouring of volunteer help.
I'm moved that the community moved in such a fashion to help this guy.
Alex Boggs, representing Grant County Militia for the project, said the group was ready and willing to help and would continue to push for a positive image in the area.
I mentioned to Pops is that I think we should do something. This would be a good opportunity for the militia and the COS to establish ourselves in the community.
Park owner Ward Wombolt was at home in Canada and unable to visit Moses Lake for what he said were financial reasons. Recently contacted by phone, Wombolt said he would like to visit Moses Lake soon to personally thank all involved in the project. Carter said he was proud of the community turnout to help fix the sidewalk. I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
We'll be right back.
We believe in home and all the magical things that come with it. We believe in living rooms with forts made from sofa cushions and blankets. We believe in the man cave, the woman cave, and finally, we believe that our calling in life is to find the home that's perfect for you. Coldwell Banker, fulfilling dreams for over 100 years.
Hello, my name is Cheryl Kono. I am your local iFIBER Farmers Insurance Agent. Here at Cheryl Kono Insurance Agency, our customers always come first. We don't just work here, we live here. please stop by the office, call, email, or Facebook me for a free auto, home, life, business, or farm and ranch quote today. We are insurance. We are farmers. Come in for a free quote today.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Our next story is about how iFIBER's 1161st Transportation Company opened their doors to visit with the community. Here's Vivian Huang with the story.
Citizens and soldiers had the opportunity to meet during the 1161st Transportation Company's first open house on Saturday.
Right, well, the biggest challenge we ran into was we have normal training going on this weekend that we do once a month with the National Guard, and on top of that we had to coordinate bringing in advertising that this was going on, and then have soldiers available to show people around and what the equipment is doing that we have available and what it does do. I think it's going to affect the community because it lets them know, because they are very supportive of this unit here, and we just wanted to let them know that we're grateful for all the support and let them come in, see what type of equipment we have, what it is exactly we do, because we do get a lot of questions about the armory and the type of equipment we have, and this just gives an opportunity for them to come in and see what we have.
The unit set up refreshments, various displays, and activities for families to partake in and observe.
So the primary vehicle we have here on ground is the Army PLS, stands for Palletized Loading System. Significance of that is it's a self-loading / unloading vehicle. It can unload the flatbed on the ground. It can, leave it there, and it's heavy on logistics, so we can support many units at the same time. We can carry up to 32 tons, I believe, with truck and trailer in an off-road environment. So we can deliver supplies directly to a unit, or if it's a homeland response effort, such as the mudslide, we can take supplies right directly there, whether it be supplies for humanitarian relief or for supporting units for the disaster.
The purpose of the open house was for the unit to reach out to the community, which has been supportive of the company's presence in the county.
Today is just a great day for the community to come out and see what we actually do. They see us driving around on the roads all the time. I get text messages and calls saying, hey, you out on the roads? And just a good chance for the community to see what we do, not just see our trucks on the road and come out and see our equipment and whatnot. So.
No, just very grateful that everybody's coming out, and we're hoping to do it a couple of times a year. So those that didn't get to come out this time, we'll do it again later in the fall, and hopefully we'll get to see more people.
For iFIBER 1 News, this is Vivian Huang.
We'll be right back.
Game time.
Papa's in the house.
Wow, what's all this?
I'm all about stats. For instance, have I got some numbers for you? Papa John's, a leader in online ordering.
You bet, Jim.
You were the first pizza company to offer it nationwide. What's the secret?
Jim, it's the pizza.
To celebrate our online leadership, get Papa John's new double pepperoni and bacon pizza for just $12.
Better ingredients,
better pizza,
and a better way to get it, papajohns.com.
When Othello resident Alex dreamed of earning his bachelor's degree, he followed those dreams to Whitworth in Spokane. But now there's a shortcut through Moses Lake. If you have your AA degree or 2 years of college completed, you can now earn your Whitworth degree in Moses Lake at Big Bend Community College. Classes meet just 2 evenings and 1 Saturday every 6 weeks. If you share Alex's dream to complete your degree, visit whitworth.edu/Moses Lake for details.
The next story is about a Washington State University extension class that prepares its students for sheer success. Here's Jeff Chu with the story.
Think shearing sheep for their wool fleece is easy? Then watch the students work in Washington State University Extension's sheep shearing class at the Grant County Fairgrounds in Moses Lake. Ephrata Bay Shearing School Coordinator Sarah Smith has been teaching the nationally known course for 14 years in WSU's sheep shearing trailer. She says there's a big demand for sheep shearers, and the WSU Extension's shearing course helps fill that need.
There's a serious shortage worldwide, but especially in the U.S., we don't have enough shearers. And to get a quality wool clip, it starts not only with the production of wool at the farm, but we have to have somebody to harvest it. So Washington State University, along with the Washington State Sheep Producers and Columbia Sheep Producers Organization, have offered this since 1977.
Students come from all over the U.S. to take the course.
We'll have 16 beginner students, and then we have 12 coming in for our advanced school. 16 is our max, and we filled in 2 weeks this year, so I have 30 on the waiting list already for next year. This year we have them as far away as Alaska and California. I've had them from Georgia, Vermont, Canada.
One of those students, Tamara Rose, came down all the way from Fairbanks, Alaska to take the course.
Well, first we have to travel a long ways for anything. We have some sheep up there and not enough shears, and I have a flock of sheep and wanted to learn, and have friends that took this course and they really liked it.
Rose says she's learning a lot from the course.
You have to learn how to handle the sheep, how to balance them so they don't buck you off, and then also just the pattern of cutting to get the best quality of fleece and not cut them too much.
Smith elaborated on why the school is so popular.
This school, it has been recognized as one of the top in the U.S., not only because of the instructors that we have here. We have Mike McWilliams, we have Martin Dibble. We have this shearing trailer that you saw, which was handmade, which is really conducive to training them.
Micah Koyman from Bellingham said he was taking the week-long course for a good reason. He heard about the course through a 4-H leader who works with wool.
My sister and I would like to start a sheep shearing business, and so we'd like to learn how to shear the correct way. We've had a lot of mishaps with sheep shearing, and so we'd like to be able to do it more proficiently.
The school is tough, but many walk away with a new profession.
We're one of the few schools in the U.S. that runs 5 days, and it's 5 days of hard work, but it's really what's necessary to get a quality shearer out there. After 2 days, you're just dangerous enough or you're going to quit because it's hard. But after 3-4 days, they start to get the rhythm and the pattern technique.
I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
That wraps up our weekend edition. iFIBER 1 News will be back on Monday at 5 p.m. with the latest news from around the Columbia Basin. Thank you for watching.